Hello Aquarius, and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well. We're looking at July, August and September 2023, and the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So Aquarius, what I've got on the table, I've pulled the relevant cards from your yearly 2023 tarot reading. In July we have the Hanged Man, in August we have the Nine of Swords, and in September we have the Nine of Cups. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull additional cards for each month, look at any overarching messages that I'm getting, and then look at some of the individual messages that I'm getting, because a lot can happen in different areas of our life in 3 months, let alone, in 1 month, let alone 3 months. So let's see what we have for Aquarius, starting with the Hanged Man in July. Message for Aquarius, thank you. We have the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Sun. Let's see what we have for Aquarius, please, with the Nine of Swords in August. Thank you. We have the Six of Wands, Three of Cups, and we have the Ace of Cups. And what do we have for Aquarius, please, with the Nine of Cups? Thank you, in September. Message for Aquarius, thank you. Message for Aquarius. The Five of Wands, the Devil, and we have the Five of Cups. Okay, Aquarius, I definitely see some kind of theme. And I'm feeling that more, and I want to bring that attention to your attention, and it feels like more of a relationship thing in terms of August to September time, because there is the opportunity to come together with a person or people here and move on from a situation. But again, stress, worry and anxiety is kind of saying, well, I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that, or if that's achievable, or if it's the right time right now. This is the energy, or if I'm unsure. This is what I'm seeing in August for you, certainly in terms of relationship areas. And again, that can be friendships, family, love, romance, however the scenario applies to you. Because again, it's about getting the happiness back potentially here. These 2 months could be quite related. The Devil can sometimes be when some kind of behavioral pattern may have become too much of a thing, too much of a focus. Sometimes it represents repeating negative cycles of behavior. Again, this can be addiction, codependency, physical desire, attraction, but knowing it's not for your highest good. Manipulative behavior, jealous behavior, whatever the scenario is here. It looks like there's some kind of conflict, and I feel this is an energy of, can we move on from that? But you're not sure whether you can. There's regret here with them saying we can get the happiness back. But again, Five of Wands is external conflict or inner conflict, or a combination of both, in terms of whether you can put a situation behind you and move on from it. You're really being told to trust your intuition in this scenario here, Aquarius. Your heart knows best, but also that intuitive energy knows best as well in this scenario. So this is about trusting your heart, self-love first and foremost, putting you first and foremost in terms of what you want, and trusting your instincts. That's what I definitely see panning out as a kind of theme that came to me in August to September time. So I'm going to go through the individual months now. So the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man can be a scenario here where you might be waiting for things to play out. Sometimes we're in Hanged Man energy because we're just surrendering. We're just letting things play out. We're just letting everything fall into place. But it can sometimes take a little bit of time. So coming into July, it might well be that you're in that kind of energy. And we can be in Hanged Man energies for a number of reasons. Sometimes we feel that situations are beyond our control and we just have to wait and surrender and be open. Hanged Man energy can also be presented when we might have experienced change. So, for example, changes in employment, changes in relationship. We feel ourselves in that kind of limbo energy, So sometimes that Hanged Man energy or health areas. So sometimes we need Hanged Man energy to give us space and time to surrender, regroup, and slowly but surely understand how to move on, find solutions in terms of how we move on from situations here. And that's what I'm feeling here as well with this Aquarius. The Eight of Swords, it's when our mind can sometimes keep us prisoner, can sometimes make us feel that we're trapped, But really with the Eight of Swords, it can sometimes be the external energy that makes us feel trapped. So this can be when you feel like things are beyond your control. I'm stuck, I can't move forward, I'm waiting for things to play out, I'm waiting for things to fall into place. And until they do, I'm trapped, I'm stuck. And this is the energy that I'm seeing for you. And sometimes with the Eight of Swords, we feel that in our mind. So just be careful in terms of how your mind perceives a situation, because when we feel this kind of sense of the Eight of Swords, we can sometimes be our own place our own limitations. Oh, well, I can't go for this reason. Oh, well, I'm waiting for this to play out. But, if other routes open up to you, sometimes we we don't always see the way forward in scenarios because we make excuses or we say we can't do certain things for certain reasons. This is the energy that I'm seeing for you. But certainly as a kind of theme, these two cards are saying that you're feeling that something's beyond your control and you're waiting for things to play out. And likely there is the sense that you're waiting for that sense of a green light. Now, these two cards here, Aquarius, are very, very positive indeed. The Sun card and the Knight of Wands, it's a major green light. I mean, this can be all systems go. It's time to go, go, go. So where we've had these really still energies and stuck energies for whatever reason, the Knight of Wands and the Sun is all systems go, forward movement. So you might find in July that you're stuck for a little period of time, coming into July certainly, and then all of a sudden you get this sense of a green light, all systems go, it's moving, we're moving forward, the momentum changes. So this is what I'm seeing for you in a very positive way. Now that could be in any area of life. Again, the Knight of Wands can be linked with opportunity. So yes, it's very good in terms of job, business, career opportunities. It can be about getting green lights in terms of projects, approvals in terms of, paperwork, contracts. It could be if you've been applying for a green card, for example, overseas. Really, whatever life area this is, you've been waiting, go ahead on your own business or a project in some way. This is the energy of all systems go. It's ready. It's time to go, go, go. So this is a very positive message for you. So yes, it can be linked with opportunity as well. But really these energies are profoundly positive shifts and change coming in. Now the Sun is the most positive card in the tarot deck. It represents good news, celebration, joy and happiness, success, light after dark. So there's certainly a feeling here, Aquarius, that this positive change comes in. But when it comes in very, very quick indeed. It's almost kind of like things change extremely quickly for you in July. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Very positive if you're waiting for the go-ahead on something that is really connected to your heart and soul. This is the message, and it could be things like, mortgage or mortgage deeds or buying a home or Like I said, however this connects to your heart and soul, this is the energy that I'm seeing for you. Now, other messages with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands can actually be a person as well. Can be somebody who is very passionate, very full on. So certainly in terms of love, romance, relationships, you might be encountering a Knight of Wands, sometimes seen as a bit of a player, but sometimes gets a bad rap for that, really. But it's not always the case, but can be somebody who is non-committal, might mess you around. Again, this could be the energy here where you might be thinking, do I really want to continue with this person if that's the case? But that's what I see for you here, Aquarius. This is generally, as an energy, this can be something connected to your heart and soul, but positive forward movement in a very fast and profound way. Now we have the Sun. The Sun, like I said, you might be getting some good news. This can be a great card with the Knight of Wands of, like I said, all systems go. Now the Sun in its own right can actually represent light after dark on situations. So for example, it can be very healing, very regenerative. It can represent a time where you have an opportunity to come back to you in some way. So it does represent that sense of light after dark. It can be a very abundant energy as well, the Sun. It can also represent very positive energies with the things in the picture. So we have the child, so it could well be to do with pregnancy or children in some way. You could be getting positive news on that basis. And we have the animal, the horse in the picture. So this can be very positive news to do with animals as well, or new animals coming onto the scene. So that's what I have for you with the Sun card. It's always a lovely, lovely energy, and it's always really going to tell you that everything's going to be okay and things are about to get so much better for you. So it really does feel like that upward curve in July. Now we move into August. We have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords represents stress, worry, anxiety, things preying on your mind because you're really uncertain about how things are going to unfold for you. But we have the blanket there, the blanket of protection, saying even though you might be stressed about something here and worried and uncertain here, the universe is telling you that you are protected, and take heart in that even in these kind of like times when you might be stressed, this is the energy here where you are absolutely protected through this process. And it can be with the Nine of Swords where even though we dwell on a particular negative area or thought pattern, when we do, it's a warning sign sometimes that when we think a negative thought, they can really multiply very quickly because that's how the mind can sometimes work against us. So just be aware of that. Sometimes I need to try and keep perspective because we lose that sense of perspective with the Nine of Swords energy, but it's always based in fact. So there's a reason to feel this way. Now I've kind of gone through the kind of relationship thing and that I was feeling that message with this, so I'm not going to go through that again. Now the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands can be a card of victory, triumph, success, where you overcome challenge. And that could be in whichever area of life. This can represent putting difficulties behind you. Could be in relationships, could be in health issues, could be overcoming some kind of argument and finding a way to put it behind you, or fallout or disagreement. The Six of Wands also represents some significant victory coming your way as well. So this can be linked with victories. I mean, that could be things like legal, that could be things to do with triumph over competition in some way, whether, you might be winning, business or clients or, advancement in terms of jobs, money, business, career. Again, this could be the energy here linked with that. Again, if you're waiting for the go-ahead and you were worried whether it's going to happen, again, these months can be a little bit linked too, but not necessarily. So this can be also very good in terms of getting recognition, very good in terms of awards, being recognized and noticed for what you do, given some kind of accolade, So Six of Wands is a really lovely energy of being noticed and recognized, triumph, success, victory, significant achievements, but it's always overcoming some kind of challenge or difficulty. And again, because I think that you might be worried if this is going to happen, but it looks that there's reasons to celebrate. Again, the Three of Cups can be a great card of coming together in celebration and joy. It's when we are surrounded by people, for example, friends, family, love, romance, where we come together in joy and celebration because people are with you through the difficult times and they celebrate with the good times for you. So these can be very positive energies for that. Now, this can also be overcoming issues with friends or with family, for example. The Three of Cups can be your community, so a community area. So whichever community this is, we can have work communities, we can have family communities, friendship communities, and so on. So it might well be here, Aquarius, something caused you a bit of stress and worry and anxiety because there may have been some kind of fallout here. This is an opportunity to come together in celebration and joy again, finding a way through this to come together in celebration and joy. With the Ace of Cups, emotional rebirth and renewal for you. So it's a lovely energy, the Ace of Cups. Now, taking some of the individual cards as well, the Ace of Cups can be linked to new beginnings, where your heart is open to welcoming the new. You know, it can be self-love, a period where you are moving or opening up to emotional renewal in terms of self-love, having overcome some issue and challenge that caused you stress and worry and anxiety, and you're just kind of like, actually, finally, I can open up to this new beginning and self-love first and foremost. This is a lovely energy for that. Now, it can also be linked with new love, new friendships, new pets. So it might well be something is presented to you in August here, Aquarius, as well, with the Ace of Cups as an individual message. So that's what I want to say in terms of August time for you. It feels like there's a little bit of stress and worry, but it feels that as you move through the month, it feels like you open up to kind of like this emotional rebirth and renewal and move on from what has challenged you and caused you stress and worry. And that's the energy that I'm seeing here quite strongly. So let's go into September for you now. And taking this overarching theme, the Nine of Cups is a card of getting your wish, and it can represent that quite significantly. Because again, when we look at the theme of July, August, we have some waiting, we have some stress here and worry, but in September, we have you getting your wish. So the Nine of Cups can be a great energy of wish fulfillment. Now this can be very good in terms of getting something that your heart set on, your heart's desire. It represents great happiness, fulfillment, celebration and joy. It can be quite a bountiful energy as well, the Nine of Cups. But you make it happen. There could be some significant achievement, some significant accomplishment that you are making happen here in September time here at Aquarius. It can be linked with finding happiness and joy in terms of love, romance, relationships. It can also be, like I said, in other areas of life where what you have set out to achieve, you're achieving, you get what you want. And that's the energy here. We have the Five of Wands, the Devil, and the Five of Cups. Now, I did kind of mention here, Aquarius, there could be someone who may well be regretful, who is wanting to get back with you, or is wanting to reconnect to you. And again, that can be in whichever life area or whichever kind of like relationship, friends, family, love, romance. It could be a person, for example. And like I said, the Devil can have a negative connotation to it a lot of the time. With the Five of Wands, it might well be this person has caused conflict before. They're regretting either that they lost you, and they want to reconnect with you. They want to get the happiness back in some way. This can be the energy here, Aquarius. They're hoping that all is not lost in the situation. Now, sometimes I've already gone through a message in terms of love romance. This can also be that kind of person where it could well be an ex coming back onto the scene as well. So just watch out for that, because that definitely dropped in for me. If something ended between you, but it might well be that this person sees you moving on. It might well be that they're coming back onto the scene because they're not quite ready to let you go. So this might be the energy here where maybe September time, someone may return into your life in some way and again cause some level of conflict, inner conflict, external conflict, especially if you're in another relationship, for example. This will be the energy here. Now, devil energy can also be in other life areas. Sometimes I describe it as a neighbor from hell. So, you might be dealing with this. The devil always presents you with some kind of choice, and it might also be, and it's sometimes whether we react to the devil in a lower vibrational energy, or whether we kind of like remove ourselves from that kind of energy and make the right choices for us. Sometimes with the devil energy, it can be quite tempting to fall into a pattern of behavior, certainly in terms of how we respond and react to it. This might be where you will be asked, there could be an easy choice or the right choice to make, and this is the path that's open to you. Devil energy can also be here when we have an opportunity to do something that we really want to do. For example, you might have organised to go out partying with friends or go to a concert, something that you like to enjoy and indulge in, and so on and so forth. But then there could well be a situation that arises with family where duty is called for at that same point. And you have a choice to make in terms of whether you go and do the thing that you like, you enjoy, or whether you go and have that, you make the right choice and oblige that sense of duty. So these things can be, the devil can be, there's layers to the devil energy. And it might well be that kind of scenario opens up for you here, Aquarius, as well. We have the Five of Cups. Now, I've kind of spoken about this in terms of regret, looking back. The Five of Cups, for me as a reader, can also be when sometimes we focus on things that we don't have, the things that are going wrong in our life, but we lose sight of the things that are good. So this is also sometimes a reminder in September to, rather than focus on what's not working for you, what still needs to be fixed, for example, what still needs to be sorted out, but to look and appreciate in that balanced way of what is working for you, what is going for you, So this can be quite a good reminder in that respect as well here, Aquarius. And the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can be, it can be linked with conflict, some kind of conflict. It can be about competing, it can be battles, it can be fallouts. It can be sometimes if a situation appears or arises where you might not feel like you're on the same page as other people. The way to resolve a conflict is not to look at what's not working for you here, but to actually look at how you can solve it. Because remember that Two of Cups energy that we see in tarot can be how we can reconcile, how we can come to some kind of agreement with another person or people. So this is really what I'm seeing for you is, okay, rather than looking on the reason why you're falling out with somebody, this can be about finding the solution almost as well, and saying that all is not lost, the solution is available to you. But it's about getting perspective and looking in the right direction. That's the energy here. So that's what I'm seeing for you as individual messages as well. But there's a really positive, really positive overarching theme in September for you here, Aquarius. The Nine of Cups is saying that whatever your challenge, whatever your difficulty, whatever is you're facing in September time, by your action, and again, if you're looking in the right direction and taking that step back and keeping that perspective, you have the opportunity to bring happiness, fulfillment, joy, success, getting your wish, getting what you want in your life. And that's the energy here. So it feels like whatever this is, you find a solution on where happiness lies for you. That can be in whichever area of life. So I'm going to pull you a couple of cards, or a few cards. I'm going to pull you an Archangel Michael card for the next 3 months. What do we have for our lovely Aquarians? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. Message for Aquarius. We have number 19, make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. I'm going to pull you a colour card. I always think these are very good in terms of moods. So let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Aquarius, please, for the next 3 months? Message for our lovely Aquarians to go with this reading. And these can be additional messages as well for you. Thank you. 2 rolled out. We have Mauve. Enjoy clear hearing, number 43. This can be about listening to yourself, your own internal instinct, communication. It can also be about being listened to and listening to others as well. We have Azure, protect yourself, number 36. And understanding how to do that. Which I do see. I mean, there's a great energy here of understanding what brings you joy and happiness and fulfillment, certainly in this energy. But I definitely see some kind of positive cards throughout your reading here. Whatever causes you stress and worry, again, an opportunity to overcome it and put it behind you. Again, this feeling of stagnancy, certainly in July, an opportunity to find how to find progress and forward movement from that Hanged Man energy. So that's what I'm seeing here. I'm going to pull you an energy card, see what message we have. What do we have for Aquarius? Thank you. Message for Aquarius, thank you. We have synergy, number 41. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. And I'm gonna pull you a fortune card. Let's see what we have for Aquarius, please, for the next 3 months. Message for our lovely Aquarians, thank you. We have Dragonfly, number 8. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. And finally, I'm going to pull you a card from the Angel and Ancestors Oracle deck. What do we have for our lovely Aquarians? Thank you. Next 3 months. Message for Aquarius. Thank you. We have Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. So that's your advice, ancestors and angels. Let's see what we have for you. So Earth Guardian. Let me just find the message. Okay, Aquarius. Take time to connect deeply with the energy of Earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. It's important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you are rushing ahead or making a decision based on your more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before proceeding further. Breathe, relax, and connect to your center. Then consider what to do. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into a weed you have to deal with. So it's what brings you long-term growth. That's the energy here. That's what I have for you for the next 3 months, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed your reading and messages. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful July, August and September, and I will see you next time.